What's up, SDR, and welcome back to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Now, listen. Look at me. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Oh, you can't see me. Rosie, get up here. I need you to be a stand-in. Hi, how you doing? Look at my eyes. Look at her eyes. Look at Rosie's eyes. Hey, it's Halloween. It's Halloween right now. Totally 100% right now. At this exact moment, it is Halloween. And I just looked it up. Apparently, I am in the essential last chapter of Amnesia. There's only a couple zones after this, and then I'm done with the game. So, seeing as how I am in the final act of Amnesia, and it is Halloween, this video, no matter how long it's going to end up being, is going to be the final episode of Amnesia. And not because I quit, but because I'm going to finish this game in this video, regardless of how long it takes. Honestly, I'm thinking it'll probably be maybe half as long as the Layers of Fear video. Click the card if you haven't watched that. It's a good time. It's a good game. And honestly, with the guide I saw talking about the different areas, the last few areas, I think there was like 4 or 5, there wasn't one I didn't recognize. Actually, I think there was one, but I think it was weird and didn't really fit amongst the other ones. So I think that's gonna be like a flashback sequence, but I don't know. The point is, we are in the final act of Amnesia. It's Halloween, and I'm going to finish Spooktober on the last day of Spooktober, and the spookiest of all. So buckle up, kiddos. This one's gonna be a long one. You just opened the video. The video's already up. The playlist has rolled to this video. You're in for the long haul. Buckle in, buddy, because we're doing this together. Rosie, you can. I'm sorry, I forgot. Don't worry about it. You can leave now. I know you don't like, showing. I know you like being in public, so you can go ahead and go back to do what you're doing. Anyway, so what do we do now that the goo is here? Did I wait too long? I didn't actually think about how I was going to get out of this. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Give me that iron bar. Okay. There's some light coming through here. Can I move these bricks? Nope. Bonkage. Oh. Come on. Not conspicuous in the slightest. Okay, well now I'm in a different cell. Does that help at all? It does. Cool. Okay. Shockingly easy jailbreak, but I'll take it. Note. Last prisoner note. There is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Well, at least he kept a positive attitude. OBS, why are you being laggy again, OBS? Okay, well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna split the recording again, because I ain't dealing with this low FPS nonsense when we don't need to. So I'll be right back. You won't even know I'm gone. Hey, I'm back. The frame limiter got turned off somehow. Also, I changed the settings a little bit, so it's not in full screen anymore. It's in borderless, which I was not expecting. Apparently, this game doesn't have a windowed mode. It has full screen or borderless, which I am shocked at with how old this game is. Usually, games as old as Amnesia don't have borderless at all, so I'm really appreciative that it does. And now it's looking like the game is running a whole lot better, actually. Anyway, I didn't notice this. Was this due to a collapse or an attack? Either way, I don't like that. That was the one with a note in it, so... what do we... Hey, dead guy. Nice wiener. Okay. So that was a collapse then. Assuming that that was a flashback, but have I been in here before? For that to be flashbackable? Bucket. Well, this would have been nice when I was trying to figure out what to do with the Karenk, because that's what I thought I needed. Ah, but there is well with need of bucket this time, though. Still have no use for this wooden crank of mine. Bucket. So, what exactly does this do for me? Filling up this bucket. I'm not, am I thirsty? Is this not water? What do I need water for? Why do I need water? Did I go in here? No, I closed it because I'm considerate. Yes! Oh, it's been so long. Yeah! That's what you love to say. Find a key to open the door leading out of the area. Okay.
Crush his skull. He deserves it.
That's the idea. Assuming that's talking about Alexander. Okay, so what do I need the water for? Do I need to find a hole to jump down and then MLG bucket myself so I don't die? I need a bucket of water. What does bucket of water do to help me? Oh, there's oil here that I missed. Schwamp. So that note mentioned that a key was lowered into his cell. Oh, tinderbox I missed. What am I doing on tinderboxes? 8. Could be better, but I'm vibing. Let me check that note again. No. Oh, wait, yeah, no, last prisoner note right there. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. Oh, not into his cell. Not into his cell. So, dropped a key into the pipes. Dropped a key into the pipes. Is there an open pipe I need to flood with water? Right here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I need the bucket of water for. We're stinking with our stonker tonight. Alright, cool. Daddy on house. Oh, that's a big one. I think I need to go. Come on. Oh! I think that's the shadow. I think that might be the shadow chasing me other way. Yeah. Please no, Carrick. I have locked up in case there is. I think there is. Unless that is the sound of the shadow walking behind me, which I hate. Oh jeez, oh heck, oh jeez, oh heck, oh heck. Oh jeez, oh heck, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh heck. Okay, I was not expecting to be chased by something. Cool. We are like 10 minutes in. Not even, like 9 minutes. We're back in the nave. Carrick, is that you? You're a little bit more charming and endearing now that you have a name. Alright, not sure I could do that. It'll probably come in handy later. Another flashback note. Am I beginning to believe? Oh, loading screen. Oh, I think this is
August 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever.
Yep, here we go.
Just outside Altstadt, there's a small settlement, a Zimmerman dairy farm. lives with his wife and 3 children.
Horse? Oh, carriage.
Took the coach, went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others.
It sounded like they were pretty alerted.
Care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Oh, things went real bad. Real bad. Abducted a whole family for sacrificing and torturing purposes. Good. So that was the area that stuck out like a sore thumb in the like chapter thing I was looking at. Because I was like, when and why do we go farm? It's got to be a flashback. And I was right. Tinderbox. How you doing, Carrick? You okay, buddy? If I find some extra meat, I'll be sure to send it your way, buddy. Squeak. Oh. There's a whole lot of flesh now. I swear, if there is not an hour's worth left of content, and I stopped the last video 20 minutes before finishing, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Does the... Oh. Which one of these was the one that didn't budge? Ow, thank you. Does that actually hurt? Oh yeah, it does. We'll top ourselves off. I have laudanum to spare. I think that was the door that didn't budge, so no use in checking it now. This definitely feels like the final sequence. Most assuredly and most definitely. It's even doing the like cinematic slow my walking speed sort of deal. So seeing as how I'm pretty sure I am now in like the final act, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to, ow, thank you. Pretty sure I was supposed to find a way to help Agrippa. No, I can do it now. This looks like what I need. So I'd assume this is like an aerator of some sort. The blood needs to be purified before putting anything else into it. Okay, that's to, so here. Into the Bunsen burner. Wish I could close the door, but there is no door. Purified blood, incomplete tonic. So let's chonk it there. Remains. Do I just slot the poison gland in? Nope. Okay, I gotta do something with it first. What is this, like a press? What is this? Squeezable? Squeezable! It should not squeeze the juice out of the gland until a container is properly placed below. Okay. Can I pick this back up? No, so it's supposed to go there. Because it wouldn't let me otherwise. Okay. We should turn that off just to save gas, you know. Did I mess up? Was I not supposed to place down the blood yet? This might be stupid, but... I hope Alt F4ing quit without saving. Nope. So now I'm screwed. Assuming that there is no bottle for me to... I don't want to progress further. Because I'm worried that I won't be able to come back, and I really want to save Agrippa. If this is a funnel, so that's not helpful. Just to make sure I didn't screw myself, I'm gonna look up what you're supposed to do here. Okay, it said that I'm supposed to, in no particular order, put the jar under the vice. Or I'm supposed to boil the blood, put it under the vice, squeeze the poison into there. But I can't pick up the jar anymore. Does it say anything about picking it up? Okay, it It really looks like I am supposed to pick this back up, but if I am, then the game is bugged. So I'm going to try something, and that something is dying. I'm hoping by dying, it'll send me back to a checkpoint instead of my save that I created, so I can actually have a chance to do it properly this time. I don't think they would make it so by messing up once you screw the whole thing because I did them in the wrong order. That seems a little whack, so I'm sure that this is a bug that was not supposed to happen. Can I not die from fall damage? What if I do that? Hold on, there we go. What if I do this and then the jar? Or, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It doesn't matter. When it said in no order, it didn't mean that you can either put in the poison gland later or put in the poison gland after you put it down. No, it's talking about putting all the parts together, so I could just do the tempter and then the poison. I'm down to one lot of them because I'm stupid. Squeeze. And that should be the tonic. Fire's tonic. Crystal clear, full health, to no fault of my own.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse.
Oh, good.
The laboratory might be accessible now.
Cool. I have the tonic.
You did it. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening it in the sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Okay, we're out. Where's Saw?
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Where is this Saw you speak of, Agrippa?
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
I'm looking for the Saw, Agrippa. Well, maybe it'll, like, magically give me a Saw?
Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Where Saw? There is no Saw.
You should...
I didn't want to come in here in case it collapsed, but maybe the Saw's in here. Saw. Okay. There's the Saw. Alright.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
God, you talk so much. Why am I helping you? Give me that noggin. Alright, cool. No more talking, Agrippa? Oh. Agrippa's head. Can I, like, chonk it on there and, like, give his life essence back? Alright, well. Either way, I have Agrippa's head now. Do I still have the saw? No. It's not like that could be used for anything. I know what must be done, but I don't know if I have the strength. Skibby, shadoo, squampus, bankus, shubus, dubus, swoobu, lubu, squeeby, skuboo, skidoo, kia, pua, shayu, kiu, hayap, skiboo, kia, shabu, kia, shagoogie, hagoo, hagooga, hiya, skiboo, saboo, 360, oh! What are you looking at? That's collapsed. Oh yeah, no, that was the transept. Chancel collapse.
Use it for the ritual.
Okay, I thought there would be something there, but alas, no. So I guess let's head to the chancel that is supposedly collapsed. Oh, it's looking very good in here. Are all the lights I turned on still on? Probably not. All right, chancel time. So I assume that workshop with the armor stand and such is probably where I fix the orb. I wonder if that door... Ow. I wonder if that other door I opened, or I tried to open, is where I need to go, actually. Oh yeah, not going to the workshop. Okay, so that other room is where I mend the orb. Is the grunt actually there? In which case, that's a problem. Oh, that's not the grunt. Bring him back, reload the area, and he'll disappear. Ow! One shot! Okay. I was full HP unless the goo actually does hurt you. Well, either way, he's gone now, so I'll take it. But like, and I just noticed it happened again. I closed the door, which I usually do to try and save my life. I closed the door. And because it was closed, I forgot that I needed to push it because it was a pole. Tinderbox. Aha! Door's open now. So technically, a door we did the bit on the tossing bit. You know, the one that's been in every episode. Technically, one of those did open. We'll ignore that it most definitely wasn't due to my actions, but maybe I weakened it and caused it to fall over. So I'll say that. I'll take that win. Note.
18th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is a life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
I think potentially the deaths of all those men who are trying to help him out, you know, because they died to the shadow and everything. I think that might have desensitized Daniel to the concept of death, because, you know, he had seen it firsthand. And that was probably what allowed him to go down in this rabbit hole of being a terrible person. Wow, it is loud in here. Holy crap, I cannot hear myself think. Where do I orb? You? Are you orbable? Is this the proper workspace I needed to redo the orb? Maybe not. Can I just come down here for the hell of it? That looks round. Is that orb shaped? I can't even interact with this. I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. Okay, we'll come back later. So maybe just the orb holder will be enough for me, like enough heftage to hold the orb together while I put it together, maybe. Pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. Orb, tar, orb, 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 orb. And one last for good measure. 360 orb. Orb has been restored. Ow! Was I supposed to watch it first? I figured that would have been like a portal or something. Maybe it is a portal. Okay, that almost killed me. Good. Am I supposed to interact with the orb? Am I supposed to interact with it? Ow! What do I do then? The orb does not by itself remove the barrier. Something must be done with the machinery. Oh, son of a bungus. And now I'm almost dead because of my hubris. Oh, Agrippa's gonna think I'm dumb. Well, he doesn't have lungs, so it's not like he can voice his opinions. I suppose it doesn't really matter. He can give me a disapproving look, assuming the muscles in his face still work. Got the brain, so theoretically he should be able to use, like, the electrical signals from his brains to, like, furrow his brow a little bit. So there's some sheet metal I can pick up. I probably don't need to do anything with that. Hold on. What if I jam the pipe that I still have? Jam the machinery. No. Ow. I'm a professional jamming machinery when it, like, it's not large enough to jam the cogwheels. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Do I actually need a physical something to jam it with? Oh, I could really use some laudanum, but I'm probably not going to get any for the long run. The saw's bigger. It looks less sturdy, but it's bigger. Not large enough to jam the cogwheels. I have the pipe, though. Ow. Oh god, now I'm out of oil. Everything is shaping up to be awesome. This Halloween special is not expecting what I was expecting it to be. It might not even turn up to be a special because it might not be long enough. What do you want from me? I have a pipe. I have the ability to jam this nonsense. Oh my god, this is the second thing I have to look up. Oh my god, I hate this. Amnesia. Chancel machine. Okay. Excuse me for thinking that the metal pipe I have in my inventory would be sufficient enough to jam these cogwheels. I was supposed to use a rock. Also, while I was looking at that walkthrough, how am I doing? Almost dead? Probably. While I was looking at the walkthrough, I learned the name of Dr. Bladearm. He's a brute. So, grunt, brute, Kerk. And that sounds like a brute. Yeah, there he is. Doing insanity crystal clear so I can stand to lose some. He's going to the orb room, isn't he? Oh hey, if I don't look directly at him, then I'm fine. Cool. So, seeing as how I am almost dead, I'd assume if I get hit by the brute, it is guaranteed going to kill me. Because he one-shot me before when I thought I was on full health. Ow, stop that. I'm wondering maybe if there's a bottle somewhere I can toss to get his attention. Ideally one that would break, but whatever. It's better than nothing. Unless he did the thing where he left so he technically despawned. In which case, I'm gonna grab this piece of banister here, just in case, and I am going to absolutely demolish this guy if he gets in my way. He might not. Can I light these? Huh. I didn't think I'd be able to because they're blue fire, but hey. Alright, looks like I'm home free. Alright, onwards into the inner sanctum. Is he holding... Hold on, is that an Easter egg, or is that something I don't... I'm pretty sure... Is that the holy hand grenade of Antioch? Was I not supposed to stare at this insignia and recognize that that is the holy hand grenade of Antioch? Funny if true. Apologies if that's a different thing I don't recognize. Really coming down today, isn't it? Carrick music? Oh,
August 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination? Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Well, we're presumably about to wipe Alexander off the face of the earth, assuming that this isn't a sort of loop and this has happened a million times already. This seems pretty destructive, so unless the house can rebuild itself, then I'm pretty sure this is not a loop. What is that? Is that water? I think that's water. Am I gonna summon a character? Ah, why did I do that? For what purpose? Alright. You're welcome for the blood, I guess. I'm getting progressively more dead because there's no laudanum anywhere. Was I supposed to prick myself in here as well? Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, there's two. You wanna open now? No. Heavy door sealed sealed shut. Search for a way to open it. Well, I put 2 things of blood, so this doesn't move anymore. I'm out of oil. Agrippa, do you have anything to say? Okay.
Should kill them all. Burn this castle to the ground.
I'm gonna not touch that just in case. Maybe I did those in the wrong order. Maybe I was supposed to step on the thing, then prick myself. So I'll step on both of these. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're good. Still fine. I think there's a little bit of collapsing going on, but it's fine. Stand up, Daniel. Why is it doing the... Okay, there we go. It's just an effect then. Oh, good. Oh. Lighting effects are a little funky, but that's okay. Alexander, you piece of shit. This might look good for a thumbnail. So we're gonna get some angle on it. Look down a little bit, get my... Actually, we'll put it in the darkness so I can just edit over it. And thumbnail. There we go. Actually, that's even better. So we'll back up, lower, thumbnail. Alright, good. Into the orb chamber. I am barely alive. This isn't gonna go well. Please let there be just like a whole box of laudanum. I used all of it because I'm an idiot.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
No, I think you're a colossal piece of shit, actually. And I'm only a colossal piece of shit because you made me a colossal piece of shit. Sorry, but that's the only way I could describe it. My unstable and on the verge of falling over. There's something to throw, unless I just need to, like, swamp it. Come on, you piece of garbage.
Don't do that.
Too late, I already did it.
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too.
Cool, I don't give a crap. You're dying either way, nerd. I'm here to kill you, smart one. You dick. You need to go down. Down with the system. That's the idea,
So
dickweed.
close, I beg you.
I don't give a heck. You die here because I think it's funny.
A prisoner of circumstance, trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine?
Yes,
We are
I will.
so close, closer than I've been for centuries.
Frankly, sir, I don't give a damn. Come on. Come on. Other way, baby. There we go.
You killed us. You killed us both.
I don't give a crap. I was expecting that to be a lot more bloody, but now he just fizzled out of existence.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins.
There's no way I can't.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Hey! I metered out this series pretty good. I'm not even over time. I'm a couple minutes, like, I'm only a few minutes away from being from that being time. And I finished it on Halloween. Wow. I thought I was gonna have to I really thought I was gonna have to go into November because I thought this game would be longer, or I thought I wasn't gonna be like good at it enough to do it quickly. I had to look up some stuff, but that all worked out perfectly. 6-part series, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna shut up for a second, actually. Okay, so sorry I made you sit through the credits just then, but hopefully you were enjoying that music as much as I was. Miko Tarmia, I believe the name was for the person who did the music. Great job! This game has amazing music. That credit sequence gave me goosebumps just from the music alone. That was really, really good. So, assuming I have to click to go off this end screen, we'll just leave it here then. So, that is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Let me really quick, because I've just been saying 2008 to ballpark. I'm actually not sure when this game came out. I'm going to look it up real quick. 2010, not 2008. 2 years later than I was thinking. It came out in 2010. So for the simple fact that this game has been out for 12 years at this point, and I've had it for, I want to say, at least half of those years, it is a crime I did not play this game sooner. I feel bad for not having played this game sooner. Or finished it, I should say. I played it when I got it for free. I don't remember when, but I did play it when I got it, but I didn't get very far. I think I got maybe to the machine room on my farthest playthrough. Never finished it. And I would like to issue a formal apology for not playing this game sooner. This game was incredible. I can fully see why Amnesia: The Dark Descent is hailed as one of the best horror games in recent memory, and I would wager one of the best horror games, period. Like, I do not have words to describe how much I enjoyed playing this game. I think 90% of the reason I was able to record this often throughout the entire month of October is because this game was so good. Like, I do not have a whole lot of capacity for recording often, which is why I record long for my Let's Plays. I can't really do it often because I don't have like the energy for it, I guess. And if I record for too long, then my voice dies. But this game it was so good. I woke up every other day thinking, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna play more Amnesia, because oh my god, this game. So since I've started doing the review thing with my, long form Let's Plays with Call of Cthulhu, I think it's time we do that. So first things first, the story. It was simple, but it had all these different little aspects about it. Like, on a baseline, it is a man who gave himself amnesia to forget the things what he had done so he could focus on the one thing that was left important to him, and that was getting revenge on the man who the man who wronged him. And later, you progress to find out the way he wronged you is he turned you into a monster for his own purposes. And on top of that, you have all this Lovecraftian nonsense thrown in, and near the end, it's coming together. Oh, hey, there's also some alchemy going on as well. So it is a very well written. Voice acting was, I want to say, 95% there. There was around 5% of iffy dialogue where I'm like, that's a little strange. Like, the guys who are locked in the wine cellar, there was that one guy who was like, we have enough wine to last us for the decade, or at least until tomorrow. That was like, why did we get that guy to do that voice? He does not fit in a horror game, like, at all. And then there was a couple times where Daniel's delivery was a little like just then at the end when I was reading that final note from his diary talking about how he's going to kill Alexander. The part where he was supposed to be like choked up, tearing up and crying, it sounded a little hammed up. So voice acting was good for 95% of the game. 5% was like as for the gameplay, it worked perfectly. Obviously, it's a little rough around the edges just because of, it's an old game, but it worked exactly the way it needed to. And I would go as far to say that it worked so well that it, enhanced the experience because it let you play around with the game outside of what was intended, i.e., the physics system that played an integral role to a lot of the puzzles. There's not just find key, put in door, you win, or find thing, put in right area, you win. So a different type of key. For each of the puzzles, there was a different aspect to it. There was a couple that were not necessarily puzzles, like making the tonic just at the end there, but the ones that were actual puzzles made sure to utilize the game's physics engine to the fullest extent. Well, not fullest, because, you know, the fullest extent would be like fully destructible environments and everything, but that's not what Amnesia is about. And there was destructible environments in some sense. There was plenty of walls that I had to break either by throwing something at them or getting a tool and using it on it to break the wall. Just the simple fact that they recognize how cool their physics system is and actually utilize it outside of being able to pick stuff up and throw it, mixing it into the gameplay loop of the puzzles and even like secret areas that you're not necessarily supposed to get to. Like, this game is so good. I love it. So, story-wise, you know what? I want to, and I don't want to give it anything lower. Story, 10. Story gets a 10. I was engaged the whole time. I actually retained information, which is like impossible. I just 10 out of 10 story. Perfect. Gameplay? Okay, I'm not going to give gameplay a 10, even though I just was gushing about how good like it was because of, you know, the physics engine and everything. I'm not going to give it a 10 purely because there were some points in the game where what I was supposed to do or how I was supposed to do it was not fully clear, which is fair. It's a puzzle game. It's not supposed to be immediately clear because that ruins all of the fun of trying to figure it out. But when I said that, I meant they were not fully clear to an extent of I had to literally putz around, look at literally anything to drag in an idea of what the heck I am supposed to do, which I feel like they could have done a little bit more with, like, nudging the player to say, hey, maybe you should try go, like, even if it was just like, hey, maybe you should check on like that part of the room, maybe. Because a good example was in the last episode when I had to refix the cogs to make it so I could open the heavy doors. I had no idea what I was supposed to do there, and I putzed around for like a solid 15 minutes trying to figure it out. And in the end, the problem was I didn't look up and I didn't see the trapdoor. But I didn't think I would need to look up because most all of the things I had interacted with up until that point were not really up. They were usually in front of or below me. They were never really up. So the only thing like nudging me in the right direction saying, hey, look around, you're missing something, was the cogs were making a noise, obviously, but I just assumed that was background noise. I didn't think too much about it, which could very much be on me. And then Agrippa was saying, hey, it sounds like that machine isn't working. It's breaking down all the time. Look around. Maybe the other room. The stuff's breaking all the time around here. I'm sure you can figure it out. But that was way too vague, especially with the fact that he tried to throw you off by him saying maybe the other room, because the solution was exactly in the room he was in, and in fact like 15 feet to the left. So if he just said it's got to be somewhere in this, or rather something along the lines of the machinery is always breaking down, it's somewhere in here, I believe. Something like that. That would at least give you enough of a hint to look around, okay, this is the room I need to be in to fix the machine. And then eventually you could, decide to look up and you'll see the trapdoor. But all things considered, given the fact that this is a puzzle game, I can give a little bit of leeway for the solution not being immediately obvious and, excessively so at some points. So even then, I want to give the gameplay like a 9.5 because it does everything it needs to in excess. It's really showing you what they are capable of, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to convey how much I enjoyed playing this game, because potentially on the surface it might look pretty simple because it is that baseline of what horror games are nowadays, because it started that of limited resources, hide, you can't fight, and a puzzle every now and then. This game started that trend. So I'm just trying to convey why this game started a trend like that, because it did it practically perfectly. Almost everything came together in the exact way that I believe the developers intended, which is unheard of nowadays. So the simple fact that this game got so much right, I think between me rating the story a 10 and the gameplay a 9.5, that would make my rating of Amnesia: The Dark Descent a 9 9.7 out of 10. Holy crap, this game was good. 9.7 out of 10. And that is a lot coming from me, because if you didn't watch the Call of Cthulhu series, which, fair enough, the first few episodes are old and potentially cringy. I don't blame you. But if you want to, there's a card there, assuming you're watching this long. At the end, I believe I mentioned I don't give 10s, like, ever, because when I think 10, I mean literally perfect. And the only game I consider to be a 10 out of 10 is Bloodborne, and Bloodborne is exceptional. So the fact that I am giving Amnesia, a 12-year-old game, a 9.7 should say quite a lot about how good this game is, because it's really, really good. And I'm not afraid of overstating that. This game is really, really good. And the fact, once again, I'm going to reiterate this, the simple fact of they have a physics system for a reason, and they utilize it and make you use the physics system. Chef's kiss. It's such... I love it when there are mechanics that aren't just thrown in for a laugh. If they have a purpose. Like, oh my god, this game. So, anyway, I've said all I needed to say. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is a 9.7 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna click and see if there's an after credit scene, but I'm pretty sure there isn't, because this game was released in 2010, and I don't think that was a thing yet. Yeah, okay. So, with that, that is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I very much hope you enjoyed this series, because I sure as hell did. This game is amazing. I know I just did a full playthrough and basically showed you how to do everything, but I fully recommend, if you haven't played this, maybe pick it up, give it a shot, because if you notice this button down here, there's custom stories that people make, like Doom, where people mod the game and make whole different levels of whole different, like, stories and whole different puzzles and whatnot. That's a thing that people do. I have no idea where you get them. Probably like Game Banana or something. But there's custom stories you can play. So even if you don't really want to play the full game because you just watched me play the whole thing, there's still custom stories you can play. Which, while they may not be as well written, because, you know, they're made by just normal people for the most part, it's still going to be utilizing the same physics engine and all the cool stuff that Amnesia has available to it. So there's always that. So anyway, I very much hope you all enjoyed the first proper Spooktober, and if you did and you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to become a pup if you haven't already. Also, if you want to support me in the channel, consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month, or sending me some money through PayPal. Wow. I have toyed around with the idea of updating my Patreon benefits, as well as setting up a Ko-Fi or Coffee. I'm still not fully sure how to pronounce it, instead of using PayPal, so look out for that. Is there anything you want to say, Rosie, before you go into slumber for the next 365 days, roughly? Alright, cool. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. So, regardless, my name's JR, and I will see you guys in the next one.